Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. It's like a Warlord. The Stash. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I've been playing a game called Halls of Torment. I saw it on Asmongold TV's channel. It's $4 on Steam, and it's really fun. I've got a bunch of gameplay recorded here. I'm going to slap that in after this. If you guys want to see more of this, more than happy to make some more content on it, going over different levels, different characters. Also, I recommend if you like what you see, by all means, go get it and check it out. I'm going to pull it up right now on Steam Store so you guys can see. Alright, so it's in Halls of Torment Steam Store location. Here it is. Looks like the developer's live right now, which is pretty cool. I enjoy the hell out of it. It's $4. It's on sale for $5. The sale ends in 13 hours, but honestly, $4 or $5, I've gotten my money's worth out of it hand over fist. So I recommend it. If you like what you see after this, go ahead, check it out, and on to the action. Hello, everybody. I'm playing a game called Halls of Torment. You may or may not have seen it online on YouTube already. I just wanted to record. I got 4 minutes left in the dungeon. Hopefully I can survive. I feel pretty good about what I've got going on here. So I wanted to record it, because it looks cool. And if you start playing this game and get addicted like I am, yeah, feel pretty good about everything. So here we go, back in it. I've got basically I'm getting surrounded. Let me adjust my volume here. That should be a little bit better. I'm getting surrounded. And I'm just doing so much damage that it's all good. I'm basically just going to keep buffing my damage here in hopes that I can survive this last 4 minutes. I'm using it's the plague exterminator. Exterminator, I think is what they call this character. I am taking damage, so I got to be careful. Not sure if it was the poison or what, but this is a flamethrower character, and my god, is it fun to play. I am doing all sorts of damage, and I have this dragon's breath attack, which is that wall you see right there. I would say, I haven't gotten all the abilities in the game yet, but that one's certainly extremely powerful. I'm going to do plus 10 to damage because it's basically all damage. Not just my particular weapon, basically, which you can buff your weapon, you can buff your character, you can buff your abilities, all that kind of stuff, and plus 10 damage. We want damage. So using the mouse to aim, auto attack is on, which was recommended by everyone that I've seen play this. And I've got some healing. As you can see, you'll see a +1 green heart popping on me, so I'm healing myself. I've got it pretty high. Pretty much every time I see that as an ability, I get it, unless there's just something so much better that I don't get it. But there's no healing potions that you can just press a button. You have to either find them in the world, or break a chest or a barrel open. This is the Dragon's Breath. Additional flame walls, more area. I've been buffing that because you see I'm on level 7 now. It's a passive ability, right? So anything that I can do to eliminate my errors, i.e. using a passive ability, I'm going to do it. Because obviously me moving and me aiming is human error. No telling what I could screw up by doing that. But basically the Dragon's Breath is whatever direction I'm facing. So if I see a big wall coming towards me, I'm going to try and make sure I turn that way. So where that big ass wall of damage goes. All the things on the ground you're seeing are experience points, basically. We got less than 2 minutes, so let's see if we can survive this. I'm assuming there's one more big boss coming. Not too sure, but we're getting there. Base critical hit chance, probably what I'm going to do. I'm moving fast enough, I feel like I'm happy with my movement speed. So we're going to do crit hit chance because we want to crit. We just want to do damage. So one thing that keep in mind the strategy. And I'm not a huge, I'm not a massive player of this yet. I just got it night before last, I think. Giving yourself a way out, right? Because you can't jump, you can't leap. So that's really where that dragon's breath kind of comes in. Is I can make a wall of flame that I can use to kind of give myself a way to keep moving. Because if you do stop, most likely you're gonna get murdered. But you can just see all the damage it's doing. See, I just got hit right there from behind. I basically want to try and stay in that dragon's breath because that's just doing so much damage. Plus my actual flame damage from my weapon. I'm not really worried about health regeneration or critical damage bonus, but we're going to go ahead and do health regeneration just to make sure in these last couple minutes that I survive. Because with my luck, I'm gonna push my luck a little too far. But I'm gonna try and go back and forth. We got less than a minute left. You can see they're surrounding me. We're doing so much damage. As long as we can keep behind that dragon's breath wall, I feel like I can survive. Okay, now that was the magnet, which basically starts collecting everything that's on the ground, which in this case is all this XP. So now I'm starting to level up. Pickup range I'm not going to worry about. Movement speed or critical damage bonus. I think I'm going to go movement speed. Just because this last little hurrah here, I need to make sure I can move as fast as possible. Astronomer orbit, I'm not going to worry about that. Base defense, I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to stick with movement speed for now, just to make sure that I can keep on my toes here. Now I am getting hit by a lot of things here, by some ranged enemies, so I'm going to try and make my way out of this crowd here and see if I can catch those guys, because they basically respawn around your screen area. So that's the interesting thing about it. We are so close. I got 10 seconds left. If I can just make it, we are right there. Right there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I got one ability right at the end. We'll do block strength. There we go. Final boss, I'm assuming. Okay, sweet. Final boss is here. So that's kind of cool. Final boss, but also I'm doing a lot of damage. I just need to get out of the way, and I'm gonna keep trying to not die here. I'm gonna keep trying to not die and get experience points as I can. He's doing a lot of damage, man. Okay, there's another magnet, looks like on the bottom right of the screen. You can see those little icons. Tells me that there's a magnet there. Okay, so I just stood in the way and got wrecked. He's fast. Very fast. Very fast. Very fast. So far, the most difficult boss for sure. Now, I am healing, right? So if I can just avoid the big things, keep my health up. But he is doing a tremendous amount of damage. Yeah, that might be it for me. Oof, boy. I'm doing damage to him, but goodness. Yep, that's it. Okay, well, that was a great run. It's my best run so far. I finished the timer and got to the final boss, so I'm not going to complain about that. And yeah, I hope you check it out. It's super fun. Let's just go ahead and work through here's my damage statistics, my character level time, survival time. I survived 30 minutes. Kills, damage dealt. It's really cool. I love all this stuff. It's like nerd out and stuff. Then I completed a bunch of quests during my run. So we'll hit return to camp and we'll go back to our base camp here. So I've unlocked a new player, a cleric. So right now I have swordsman, then you unlock archer, then you unlock exterminator, which is what I was just playing, and cleric is the new one that I've unlocked. So I'm going to pick exterminator again because boy oh boy, it does a lot of damage. One thing that I had to figure it out. You have these little you can hover over with your mouse, but this tells you quests, right? So you kind of know what you can aim for as you're playing. These are the different locations I've unlocked. I've only unlocked 2 so far, and then that's the gate to where you go to start. And this is the big one right here, the Shrine of Blessings. So this is where you come. You get gold in the. Am I in the way? Yes. Okay. So to right here, right there. That's gold that you get in game, and you use that to level up your character, if you will. Increasing area and projectile size, increasing damage, Increased defense, we'll do that. Fire damage, I want more fire damage because that's all I'm doing is fire damage. And I got 2,500 gold left, so let's pick pickup range or movement speed. We'll go with movement speed. There we go. And I can always refund all, which I've done already before, and that's extremely convenient. And then there's an ability to put whatever armor you have on and drop it in this well, and then the well keeper will allow you to basically bring it back up into the main world. So if you get a real good piece of gear, you can drop it and then put it on. So I got this one that I did already. Deal 4% additional damage for each burning enemy, limited to 60%. So 60% increased damage when you're doing this flame guy. It's pretty good. And also right here you can see these loadouts where you can save different loadouts. Which right now doesn't really matter too much, but you know, I'm sure if you can have a loadout for each of your characters that you like playing. But yeah, so let's go through just kind of the start of it. I'm going to stick with just this one because I haven't beaten this one yet. I can go to the other one. They take more damage. They do more damage. So it's like until you're like probably ready for it, you're not doing yourself any favors by doing these, doing the harder difficulty. But you can see right there, I've already leveled up. We're gonna pump health regeneration because when it gets towards the end there, like that final boss fight, right? Leveling up that so I can heal faster, right, would be kind of important. But basically, when you level up, you have the option to pick from 4 traits, and they're not gonna show up here. They're gonna be in your. We'll look at it in a second. But you go on the left here. This is my experience bar, and this is my health right here. We're gonna pick movement speed. I'm not too worried about pickup range right now. I'll probably get to a point later where I will do pickup range. But when you see this plus 10 damage, in my opinion, I don't know the math on it here, but in my opinion, that's the one worth doing. Attack speed, maybe. Block strength, I'll probably end up doing some more of these later, but when I see the damage, that's what I go for. At the end of the day, surviving and damage. Now, you can add to life. Adding to block is important too, because then if you get hit and you block it, then obviously it doesn't matter what your health is, kind of thing. So buffing that's also important. Base defense and parrying kind of thing. I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to do attack speed because that basically means I'm attacking faster, right? So more damage. As much damage as possible. I'm not going to record this whole one. I want to get it to where we talk about these mechanisms inside the game. So this, in the top right hand corner, you see this little symbol. That's the, I guess it's a hand, but I just call it the magnet. But what it does is picks up everything that's on the ground that you don't pick up. So if there's an instance where you're like, man, I really could use a level up, instead of having to run through the game, especially when there's starting to be hundreds and hundreds of enemies on the screen, you get you one of those magnets, and then it'll pick it up all for you and bring it to you. So then you can level up quick when it does that. Now, we have something on the ground that dropped right there, so we'll talk about that in a second. Now, here's where I can do attack speed on just my main weapon, or again, 10 to damage, or here I have base defense and health regeneration. I'm going to stick with damage because, again, that's in my opinion, extremely important. And it doesn't come up that often, so I like to do it when I can. This is a drop on the ground, and as you can see, it's Angelic Boom. Temporarily gives me invincibility, and I have an Angelic Boom of speed buff. So basically, every time you see something on the map, you want to destroy it, whether it's a barrel or a box or something, because there's always going to be something in there. Usually it's just gold. Maybe it's a health potion, or maybe it's like cheese, which is basically a health potion. It heals you. But this symbol up here, as you can see, is the hand. This is the well. So if I wanted to, if I get an item, and if I get an item that I like, I can put it in here, and then when I die, I don't lose it. And then you have to pay gold to get it out. So the other thing on the bottom of my screen, that is an ability scroll, if you will. You get some of that from killing many bosses in the game. They also pop up randomly in the game, like you can see at the bottom. So I'm gonna make my way downtown to get that. Now here's our first little dungeon boss. So he's a mini boss, but with this flame, man, I can just wreck shop. So far, our best character I've played by far. The damage output is just insane, and then you can stack burn on top of that. So see, it dropped the scroll right there. So now I have an ability. So first thing I'm going to get is Dragon's Breath. That by far, again, best one I've played so far. If you guys like this kind of stuff, I will do more videos on it and probably go into all the characters. I have a feeling I'll be playing this on stream later as well as tomorrow. But here we go. Choosing a trait. Burn chance is probably what I want because I don't remember seeing that too much. Or 20% damage. So I'm going to go burn chance for now because, like I said, I don't remember seeing burn chance that much in my last playthroughs. Last couple playthroughs. And there are abilities that stack burn. So for instance, this ruby circlet says additional damage for each burning enemy. So obviously, if I can get burn up to 50 or 60, 70%, it means pretty much I'm guaranteed to make every enemy burn, and that I'm therefore buff my damage. So I just knocked that. There was cheese there. I don't know if you saw that. So that gives, obviously heals me for some. There's different enemy types. Obviously, as the game goes on, they change. I'm not going to pick up that cheese, or did I pick up the cheese? Well, you could, hypothetically, you could leave things on the ground and then you come back later and get it. Those are carrots. Give me 5 health. I would rather, if you're running back up this way, because you kind of sort of make your way up and down, around, left and right through the map, right? If you left it on there, or when you get to the magnet, right, it's going to pull that to you, so it'll heal you. So if you don't need it, leave it on the ground, because then when you get a magnet, you can use it later. So pretty nice. I like that. Aspect of it. You can see in the bottom right hand corner, it tells you how many enemies I've killed, my time left, and how much gold I've gotten so far. So you see we got a new enemy wave structure, which is these kind of this box shape. Skeletons. Now I'm doing a pretty good bit of damage, so it's all right. Damage from the main weapon or area cone size. So this would be AOE of my damage. I'm gonna go just base damage, but normally I would pick that. We want more damage, but there'll be time in the future to have more. But I said I'm not gonna record this whole thing. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll just record this whole thing. I don't know. We're going to go down to this other skill here. So I'm going to make my way down. You can see if I start going to the left, you can see how it's shifting slightly to the right. So I know, obviously I know what direction to go, basically, right? There's no surprise here. Okay, so here you go. I got the area cone size. Was one of my choices, so I'm going to pick that. I mean, obviously doing a lot of damage is important, but also the larger AoE effects you choose. That's what the Dragon's Breath is so nice, because it just does a huge wave of damage in front of me, right? So no matter where I'm aiming, after it casts, it still does a bunch of damage. So here I have a choice. I can do burn chance, or I can do more wall area. I'm going to do burn chance, because again, we want to stack burn chance. And you can see on the right hand side, you see this is going up. Now, the thing is, because the enemies die, the burn chance goes back down. So it's one of those things where you get that slight buff and damage, and then it goes back down because, well, you killed him. Hooray, you killed the enemy. So, see, I just took damage there. I didn't really need to because I just wasn't done killing them yet. We're going to go ahead and do the cone damage because, again, I want to... The more I can get that damage out there, the better. Range is probably what I'm going to pick because I want again, I'm trying to get that flame out there as much as possible. Health regeneration, I would pick that, but I'm doing okay right now. Next time we see health regeneration, though, I'll pick it because I do want to make sure that I keep it up. It is nice that you can pause the game if you need to, go do anything. You can pause it. I had the game paused earlier while I was doing homework, and it was just fine. So there's health regeneration. I did say I was going to do that next, so we're going to do that one. I would like to do range, but I promised health, so we'll do health. Maybe it'll come back to bite me in the ass, maybe not. But the fact that I don't have to be as worried about getting hit, is a nice little level of protection or comfort, if you will. All right, movement speed, base defense, health regeneration. So I'm not too worried about base health, really and truly, because I care more about getting my health back up, no matter how much health I have. Pickup range, I haven't even touched that yet. I used to do that every time, and that's just not as important anymore. I realize it's nice to have that, but it's not nearly as important as getting my health back as I'm getting hit. So we're going to do health regeneration. So you should see, if events I take more damage, which of course I will, you'll see that I have my health going back up. So this is one of the mini bosses, and they all have different attack styles, which is fun. This one can spawn imps, is what I would assume you'd call them. And then he does this little purple ring, and you can see that's where obviously the damage is going. So he's got 3 different patterns. He does like a spiral. There's a spiral, and I killed him. So I'm doing hella damage. Now he dropped a chest, so this is something else I wanted to show. Some bosses drop a trait scroll, or some have a chest. And I feel like it's one trait, then one chest, one trait, one chest. So I get to choose an item. So Spellcaster's Glove. When you do not use your main attack for 2 seconds, your abilities become stronger over time at 66.6%. Well, that doesn't do us any good because we have auto attack on. And then we have Necromancer's Clutch, which I've seen before. You get to summon a skeleton that can help you fight, and it also gives you 5 summons at a time. And then Copper Ring, increasing my critical damage by 40%. I'm going to go ahead and do the Necromancer Clutch. Critical damage I'm not as worried about as, I mean, obviously it's great and all, but I'm more worried about getting the damage to the enemies, and more importantly, burn. So for now, we'll do Necromancer's Clutch. If anything else, I'll just go put it in the well and keep it for next time. But once you pick your chest item, you're immediately back in the game and doing damage to enemies. So you can see all the numbers. I'm doing damage. There's the burn with the little flame symbol, right? So see, I'm constantly worried about getting backed into a corner. Obviously, that's a ranged enemy. Don't want to mess with that if I can help it. Okay, so you notice how the scroll's kind of going to the right side of my screen now? So that tells me not only am I getting closer, but I'm getting close to being even with it. And then at that point, I'm going to start going this way. I'm watching those skulls fly by me, so I want to make sure I dodge those. You know what? You pissed me off. Let's kill him. Let's kill that guy. Get out of here. Shoot. Don't seem to be doing any damage to him, so that's not good. When I go to this, you see that little ring of fire right there. That's gonna summon a boss. So you can see my little skeleton dude over here having fun. But yeah, as soon as we go in this circle, we'll spawn a boss. Now, I touch the scroll and I get that ability. Between Phantom Needles and Astronomer's Orbs, the orbs are nice because they spin around, they do a little damage. We'll do the orbs. The orbs look cooler. I would say maybe the spikes do more damage, but the orbs are extremely useful, especially when you have enemies with shields. Hitting them with that orb will kind of break their shield sometimes, especially if you got it leveled up enough. All right, I'm not worried about base health, not worried about base defense, block strength, and critical damage bonus. We're going to do block strength. So that's one of the things we talked about, where if I have my parry up high enough, my block damage, then I don't have to worry about taking damage from them hitting me, right? So we're going to call that strategery there. We got a drop on the ground, Berserk's Rage, temporary attack speed bonus from Berserk Rage, 100% attack speed. So now I'm doing all sorts of damage. Oh, it's a lot of damage. Okay, so now I can level up the orbs as my ability. 10% burn chance, main weapon, 15% attack speed. We're gonna anytime I see burn chance, I want that because again, I want to keep this ruby circlet buffed if I can. All right. And now you see that little ring's gone from around me, so that means that buff that I had from the little golden skull thing is gone. So, the good thing is, flames burst shields too, so no worries there. My little skeleton dude's having fun. He does look like he's having fun. I'll give him that. They look like they're having a good time. Another level up. Okay, attack speed, which would be nice. Movement speed, pretty nice. Channeling. Applies to main character and all abilities if possible. Affects the duration of abilities and or summonings, but not effects. So basically, channeling would allow me to cast Dragon's Breath faster. We're going to do damage though. Again, that's when I see that one, I want that one. Okay, I'm getting hit by a ranged attack from somebody. Where are they at? Oh, there they are. Okay. Yep, see, they got me. And again, I want to reiterate health regen, health regen, health regen. Now, I know that it's easier for me to kill the skeletons without the shield, right? So when I see a wall of them coming at me, I'm going to try and get to the ones that don't have a shield, because I know I'll be able to kill them. Again, always trying to leave myself one little pathway to get the hell out of dodge if I need to. So, like right here, I want to go for those guys because they didn't have any shields. Health regen and base defense or area clone size. I'm pretty happy with my regen right now. So I feel like we should pick that one, but I'm gonna get greedy and we're gonna affect our damage. We're gonna go damage. It's all about the damage, baby. All right. You see the balls are just kind of randomly spinning around. You know, I've done somewhere I've like leveled those up even higher, and if we get a skill drop and there's really not much there that would help me out, then I'll buff those orbs. But realistically, the Dragon's Breath is our #1 priority, followed by myself. Okay, we're gonna do this one since I didn't do it last time, the health regen, because again I'm worried about dying, of course, just like everyone else in real life, worried about dying. Okay, so again, I'm picking up all this stuff on the ground. Now, what we are going to do, see, pickup range I wouldn't worry about, movement speed, base health, critical hit chance, or movement speed. Let's do movement speed. I would say do critical hit chance, but I can always do that again, do that later. Okay. Now, see, I don't have pickup range, so I got to get real close to the stuff that it drops, which is fine. But maybe next time I have an option to do pickup, I will, just to help a little bit. But I also have pickup range buffed from those gold purchase stats that you saw earlier before we went in the event. Okay, so there is our next enemy, world boss rather, dungeon boss. So pretty good behind. I'm not getting too closed in, so I feel pretty good about that. We'll kill that range guy because he's going to be a pain. And this guy, you get his shield off, and then he turns into just a regular skeleton. Okay, getting a little too close for comfort. Okay, see how you drop the scroll? So we're going to go meander our way over there. Okay, so now lightning strike, arcane splinters, or ring blades. To be honest with you, I've tried arcane splinters. It fills your screen with stuff, and it's harder to see, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with lightning strike, which just randomly attacks enemies for me, which is fine. I mean, any extra damage we can do, the better. Now we are going to make our way up to the icon right here. That's the grabber, because I want to show you guys how that works, and then we can we'll cut the video off there, because otherwise I'm just going to be playing this. I'm genuinely having fun. It's enjoyable. It's fast. It's exciting. Okay, so anytime I see Dragon's Breath, because it is such a great ability and it attack speed increase, then I want to do that. So you know, so see here that I'm at level 20. I've killed 2,500 enemies, 348 gold, and I've got 18 minutes left. Alright, so we're just going to weasel our way up to that. Again, I want to try and keep my flames in the direction I'm going, because obviously it's allowing me to keep a path open. I'm not doing the best job here, but it's alright. Also, these little pylons and stuff, that is in the game, and it will like stop you from moving. So you know, every now and then they have a little couple elements here and there. They're like, oh, you know, this map is huge, right? It's wide open, but then you find yourself stuck by a freaking column. You're like, how the hell did I get here? How did I let this happen to myself? See, that was a potion that just dropped. I'm at full health right now, which is fine. There is an ability that I saw at one point that the more health you have missing, the more damage you do, or something like that. Also, I don't know if you noticed when that little slime hit me, they showed the little shield emblem, which was me blocking, parrying. So I didn't take damage from that. Also, that well logo, again, that's the well to bring those items back up if I wanted to keep it. Be honest with you, what I've got right now, it's not, you know, I'm alright. I'm not too worried about it. Now, these dogs are trying to surround me, right? And they're doing a pretty good job of it. So I need to make sure I'm all right there. Damage or additional attacks. I would say normally do additional attacks, but we're just going to go with damage for now. Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job of surrounding me. But it's alright, we got something for that. It's called a flamethrower. Alright. And a little dragon's breath. Notice how when I kill the lantern, if you will, the flame, I'm sure there's some fancy word that I can't think of right now. The little bowl with the flame in it, whatever that word is, the technical term. It gets a little darker in the area. I think it's a nice little touch. Obviously, it's not too dark for you can't see, but still, it's a fun little environmental thing. Okay, so you notice how the hand is now to the right of me, right? So that means I need to push that way to try and get to it. Okay, now you see I have attack speed or additional attacks. We're going to do additional attacks. Now, I've never gotten it up so high where it was like 2x attacks, but the fact of the matter is we could. Okay, so here's the grabber. Now watch what happens when I get that. It pulls in everything that's on the ground. So you see how I start leveling up super quick? Okay, Dragon's Breath, if I see it, I'm going to level it up. Burn Chance, again, I want to level that Burn Chance up. Now, level up again. Channeling, we're going to increase channeling. And range, or 20% range on main weapon. So I'm going to go 20% range main weapon because obviously that's what I'm using, right? We can also do attack speed or range. We'll do range again. We want to have we want to be able to hit them from far away, right? Okay, channeling, we're going to buff channeling. As you can see, it's pulling all that stuff in. You don't want to use the magnet unless you need to, right? If you know you have stuff on the ground, because otherwise you're just wasting it. Attack speed or range. We're going to go attack speed because it's a larger number and we want to get more attack speed. Okay, so pickup range, critical hit chance. We'll do a pickup range here because we haven't done it yet, and that'll give me a slight buff in my pickup. Again, not too worried about it, but it's nice to have it. Block strength or area cone size, I think is what we would go area cone size. Again, trying to make it so we can stick that damage everywhere. Another level up. We're going to leave pickup range alone, and we'll do regular the attack range. Because again, I want to hit him as far away as possible. So this is another dungeon boss, and you're going to see how different his attack strategy is. We're not going to buff Astronomer's Orbs. We're going to go with health regeneration because, again, that's what I'm worried about. Now, I'm going to hit escape real quick so we can look at our character. See my crit bonus, piercing, strikes, projectiles, movement speed, XP gain, pickup range is now 5.4, which is pretty cool. XP gains 125. Burn damage, right? Lightning strike, Astronomer's Orbs, Dragon's Breath, Necromancer's Clutch, electrified damage. So it shows you everything you've got. And then this breaks down all your traits and abilities as well. So you can see Dragon's Breath attack speed is 0.3 seconds. And then strikes projectile 1.1, right? And then Astronomer's Orb, damage 87. Lightning Strike is doing a little bit of damage. So again, we haven't buffed any of those, but we go back to our character, and you can see that we've got max health regen at 1.1 per second. So that's good. The higher we can get that, the better. Defense, block strength, offensive values. I'm doing 58, 9.6 meters, 0.1 meter area size, attack speed, and crit bonus, strikes, projectile. So it's cool if you ever want to figure out what you've been doing. There you go. You come check that out. And you can basically just hit escape and it'll take you back in game. Alright. Alright, so you see how there's a little opening. We're going to try and get these guys organized so I can attack this guy while attacking all the other ones. So I'm doing a lot of damage to him, but I don't want to get too carried away because all these guys are going to surround me. And then not going to do me any good. Okay, got him down. Now you can see it's a chest. So again, I don't want the Spellcaster's Gloves because I'm always attacking. 10 base crit chance or defense and block strength. Now I don't want the helmet because I want to keep my helmet on. So we're going to go with the ring. There we go. Alright, now you can see on the bottom right of my screen, or bottom left of my screen, excuse me, I have another hand showing up, so I can go work my way down and get another magnet. Attack speed or range, we're gonna go range. Could go attack speed hypothetically, but for now we'll do range. Okay. So I see that dragon's breath. I want to stay right behind it. Those guys are super quick. Alright, so again, I know if I see a guy with like shields or I see the stronger skeletons, I want to try and avoid them if I can. Always leaving myself a way out, or at least trying to, as we make our way down to the next claw. Astronomer's orbs, I'm not going to level those up. I have movement speed here or dragon's breath. Again, we're going to go dragon's breath. We want to buff dragon's breath because there's an ability that you can get that knocks back enemies, which is super useful. Especially when you're getting closed in, you pop it and dragon's breath pops and you're like, oh, thank you. Thank you for saving me. Alright. They're getting a little too rich for their own britches here. We're gonna work our way down. Okay, see how the hand is now above me? So that means I passed it up, right? So we're gonna go. There's a cheese, which I probably shouldn't have grabbed, but we'll grab it. Alright, so that means the hand's right there. Alright. Now we're gonna pull all that stuff on the ground that I left over. Fire affinity. This is the no-brainer here. I've only seen this twice or maybe 3 times in the last run. Fire increase area, increase the fire area, increase the fire damage, increase the burn chance. So if we want to look, my burn chance. Let's see if we can find burn chance in here. Where would that be? Burn chance. I don't see burn chance. I see crit chance, but not burn chance. Burn damage. Yeah. I'm not too sure. I don't know where burn chance is. Let's see if we can. I mean, we could do the math here. 10% plus 20 is 30. 40%. 60%. 65%. Yeah. Okay. I think it was 65% burn chance, so that's obviously great. Attack speed, health regen. I'm doing okay on health regen, so I'm gonna do attack speed for now. And next time I see health, I'll do health. I don't want to get too greedy and act like I'm not gonna get injured or get hurt, you know, because especially at least the ranged enemies, right? They're gonna throw stuff I'm not gonna see because there's so much going on the screen at one time. Base crit hit chance, base defense, or movement speed. We're gonna go 10% movement speed since it's 10 to increased buff. It's not normally 10%. Or not, I say not normally. 10's nice. We'll do 10. Okay. Now, basically right now we're just killing until we get something else on the screen worth navigating to, or the next mini boss. So at this point, I'm trying to go back over where I've been and get all that XP since I don't have another magnet to get. So obviously leveling up's the name of the game here. Getting new abilities, buffing old abilities. Dragon's Breath, I'm going to ride that wave. Okay, I said I was going to do health regen next time I see it, but I want to do Fire Infinity instead. I lied. I didn't expect to see it, so we're going to take it. Fire Infinity is super useful. Okay. Again, that Dragon's Breath, super useful. You see all the damage numbers. Just melting them all away. And once I kind of clear out a little area, I can run back over to it and pick up all the... So pickup area is nice, but it's not necessary for sure. Attack speed, base health, base defense. We'll go attack speed. We're going to go glass cannon, baby. Very flame-filled glass cannon. Okay, new enemy type. Looks like a mosh pit. Again, we're going to ride behind that dragon's breath. We're going to ride that dragon's breath. Any chance I get. I see that dragon's breath, so that's where I'm going to go. Okay, we got a new mini-boss. He's right there. And we got another level up. Okay, base health, block strength, pickup range, base crit chance. We're going to increase block strength because we want to not have to worry about taking damage from these guys if we can help it. Okay. So again, these guys are pretty weak, realistically. So this guy's a teleporter, and he's doing that little pink skull at me. So I'm taking damage, and I realize that, but I want to kill his ass. So okay, new ability now. Heat Blast. Dragon's Breath knocks back enemies. So this was worth it because I definitely want that. So you'll see how much that changes it up in a second. Now watch. It knocks him back and does damage. I mean, how do you beat that? That's just so nice. Okay, we're gonna buff Dragon's Breath. We're not even gonna think twice. Let's buff Dragon's Breath. Just look at that, melting him. And again, that's kind of where direction I'm pointing in is important, right? So if I see this one side's getting a little fuller, I'll make sure I turn that way when I attack. We're going to go 10% damage increase. You know, we're talking about a game of pixels here, whether you get hit or not, right? So the fact that it knocks them back is fantastic. Okay, lightning strike, critical damage bonus, block strength. We're gonna do block strength. Not too worried about lightning. Lightning's doing something, but not really. You know. Okay, so remember, I'm gonna ride that dragon's breath like a wave. Ride dragon's breath like a wave, baby. And sometimes, you know, it's not a super awesome wave, but you ride it regardless. Because it just melts. Alright, see all that XP on the ground? We're going to try and pick all that up. Okay, base hit, crit chance, block strength, or fire affinity. We're going to go fire affinity, obviously. Because we want more burn chance, more damage. Just melting the little slimes. Alright. And the little skeleton dude's doing work. Having fun. Another level up. Okay, base damage to my main weapon, attack speed. I think we're going to go base damage. Alright, took a little damage there. All those slimes, and then these little demon dogs are super fast, so I gotta be careful because they'll 100% sneak up behind me if I'm not paying attention. Alright, again, nothing on the map really calling me, so we're just gonna kind of try and hang out. The green slime drop those little, turn into those little puddles, so they don't split like some of these do. You can see I'm starting to take more damage. It's usually around the time of these little fast dogs that I start realizing, man, I gotta get a better strategy here. Okay, another level up. Base defense, attack speed, base critical hit chance. We said glass cannon, right? So let's go attack speed. I'm gonna give myself some time to heal. Next time I see health regen, we're gonna pick that. as aforementioned and promised, we will do that. Alright, again, ride that wave. Those dogs are fast, they'll come up behind me, so I gotta keep turning, make sure I catch them. Now some enemies don't like to be close to you, like the imps. They'll like come close, but then they'll back up, which is nice. Slimes come right up to you. Demon dogs come right up to you. Okay, health regen. I said I was gonna pick it. We're gonna pick it. We definitely want that. All right, back to big dogs. Good. Much rather those. Now this is the lich enemy. He's right here. I'm gonna try and push him if we can. He's got a circular attack he does, which like traps you in. Alright, I see some more stuff on the ground here, so I'm trying to make my way over here. Sure hope you guys don't need a seizure warning, because there's a lot of flickering on the screen right now. Alright. Taking a lot of damage, but we are surviving. Okay. Dragon's Breath buff, we want to do that. We want Dragon's Breath to pop as fast and often as possible, because it does so much damage. Alright, we killed him. Good. Now, what are we going to get? Spike Boots, Demonic Bond. Every 5 seconds you summon an imp to fight by your side. Okay, so that's the same thing as the skeleton one, and then increase critical damage by 40%. What are my boots right now? Block and block strength. You know what? We're just going to pick that one. Why not? You know what we can do is make our way towards that well and put those boots in the well. And we're picking up all the stuff. Kill 100,000 enemies. Woohoo! There's a lot of stuff on the ground, so if I get another magnet, I'll be leveling up quick. Okay, pickup range, orbiter speed. Let's buff the orbs finally. It's time. They deserve to be buffed. They've done a lot of good work. I mean, they haven't really done much, but we're gonna pretend like they're doing work and they deserve to be buffed. Okay, we're gonna make our way back to that well. We got a golden skull now. Sweet. Just doing all sorts of damage. And taking all sorts of damage, so I gotta be careful. I'm not invincible. I am sure doing a whole crap ton of damage, but I'm still not invincible. Gotta be careful. Okay. New waves of enemies. Alright, skeletons. Can handle that with the Dragon's Breath. Alright, this is kind of where we picked up at the beginning of the video. Alright. Just let that Dragon's Breath do work, baby. Do work, baby girl. Okay, we're gonna do damage. 10% damage increase. Why not? Because I know we're melting these guys right now, but if that boss was that strong, which he was pretty damn strong. I was doing damage, but I wasn't doing that much damage to him. We're gonna want to buff that if we can. Let's follow that Dragon's Breath. Okay, we're gonna go cone size. We want more. Alright, you see that well is showing up now to my left here, so we're gonna work our way over. Haven't had a magnet in a while, so I can either try and get one in a barrel or luck out and one pops up on the screen and we'll work our way over to it. Okay. Oh, just melting. Just melting them. This is what I need. I need them in big groups. I need them all grouped up. Give them to me all grouped up, baby. Alright. Base health, block strength, rick up range, or crit chance on the orbs. We're going to go block strength. We're gonna think proactively. Okay, the well is up here, so let's make our way up. Okay, I picked up something that's making me move faster and give me a shield, it appears. Okay, we're gonna send that up. I'm using everything else. I took a little damage there, but we are healing, which is good. Fast dogs, those are a pain in the ass, but we're doing alright. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Alright, health regen. We're going to pick that because boss fight nears. We're going to ride that dragon's breath. I'm trying to get a couple more levels up. We got 3 minutes to level up a couple more times if we can. Turn the volume up on the sound so you guys can hear. I don't know how it sounds, or if I didn't have the sound high enough or what. Dragon's breath. Dragon's breath. You are my favorite. Okay, attack speed or orbs. I think we just go with attack speed. Again, I'm trying to do as much damage as possible. Keep a wall of fire up around us. Look at all this. Okay, there's a hand over here. We're gonna go grab that hand. So it just showed up in the bottom right hand corner. I'm gonna do base health. I'm gonna do base health because I would like to try and not die in the next boss fight. Alright, so we're gonna make our way. We're gonna ignore everything on the ground. We're just gonna focus on staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Okay, I passed up the hand, so we're gonna make our way back over. That'll hopefully give us another couple levels right before we get to the boss fight. So I'm not going to be mad about that. Alright. Yeah, it's time to level up, baby. Okay, base defense, block strength, critical. We're going to do block strength. And base crit hit chance, critical damage, base defense. We're going to do crit hit chance. And range or burn chance ability. Well, we want burn chance. We want to keep that buffed. Okay, pickup range, duration, critical damage bonus. We're going to go duration on channeling. Okay, critical damage bonus or buff the orbs. Let's go critical damage bonus. Let's buff our crit. Okay, movement speed. We're going to go movement speed because that boss is so much faster than us. Alright, remember I use my dragon's breath as my little gateway savior. They're getting close. They're getting close. Getting close. Doing a lot of damage to me. getting close. We got 30 seconds. Ooh, another one. Okay. Only thing left to do is buff Astronomer's Orb or we'll do Astronomer's Orb. My health got real low. I trapped myself in with a bunch of slime, basically, and then a bunch of range guys kicking my ass. Yeah, we were getting our ass eaten. Yeah, there ain't no way we're surviving this boss fight. We're doing damage to him, don't get me wrong, but maybe with a full health bar. Maybe with a full health bar. Not with that low ass health bar I had when this started. But we ain't giving up. That I walked right into that. Walked right into that. Shit. Alright, well that was good. Hey, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. That was good. So I'm for sure going to try and beat this again with that character. So anyway, that's it. I'll record an intro, outro later. Hope you liked it. If you want to see more of this, let me know. I'll do more. Like a Warlord. A stash. Let's cut to the outro. Bye-bye. Alright, I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I appreciate you watching. Skipping through doesn't matter. It's a lot, but I just wanted to record it all in one chunk so you guys could appreciate it in all of its glory. Like I said, if you want to see me make more content about this, I will gladly do it. Regardless, I'm probably going to make some more regardless of whether way you want to see it or not. I don't care. I'm having fun playing this game. I really do enjoy it. And hopefully you'll give it a shot and enjoy it as well. If you got any questions, Discord's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Got those links down below. If you want to support me as well, that's there too. I hope you guys give this a try. I genuinely enjoy this game. I thought it was going to be alright. I am having so much fun playing this game. I really am. So, I hope you'll come join me playing Halls of Torment. I'm Lycan Warlord, the Stash. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Ooh, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I want to shout out my Patreons from Patreon, and my new YouTube members as well. I got that going. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much. Your help has been crucial to keeping me alive and keep streaming and keep helping and hopefully entertaining you along the way. Anything I can do to make it more worth your while, please let me know down below. Also, you can find me on my Discord. I have my Discord server link down below, Patreon links down below, and then membership should be somewhere around here. Thank you all so very, very much. I really appreciate you. And I look forward to the future, and I hope you will come along for this journey with me. Thank you. Take care.